Number 1. Orcas, recognized for their sociable demeanor, continue to face hunting in certain regions, like Greenland. Yet, across many other nations, a contrasting approach prevails, one where they're not pursued or abandoned when found stranded. A parallel episode unfolded in Denmark in April 2022 when an orca got caught by the tides while chasing sustenance. 8 individuals united for a rescue mission, endeavoring to guide the stranded killer whale back to the expansive ocean. As their attempts met obstacles, they turned to a creative solution, a rope. They affixed the rope to the orca and secured it to a boat. Gently transporting the whale to elevated ground with the hope that it would soon set forth on its own aquatic journey. Ultimately, the orca found itself in deeper waters once again, the rope untethered, facilitating its reunion with its pod. This heartwarming rescue stands as a vivid demonstration of the compassionate approach taken in specific locales to aid these splendid marine creatures in moments of vulnerability. Number 2. Male orcas can stretch up to 32 feet in length, while females can attain 28 feet. By contrast, newborn orcas emerge on a much smaller scale, measuring around 8.5 feet and weighing between 265 to 353 pounds. Despite their modest proportions, they can still become too sizable to navigate back to the ocean during low tides. Such was the situation for a stranded calf named Walker, trapped in Jurtner Bay, a nook within Russia's Magadan Blast. Walker found himself ensnared in about 80 centimeters of water, his cries for help reverberating through the air. Miraculously, these calls reached a group of rescuers who rushed to his aid. Despite their persistent efforts, the orca remained motionless, prompting the rallying of numerous local individuals from Macadam, each resolved to ensure the survival of this young orca. As high tides caused the water level to surge, the rescuers embarked on another endeavor to guide the distressed orca back to the sea. Eventually, the calf yielded. Embarking on a return journey to the ocean, where its mother awaited, a patient sentinel of reassurance. Number 3. Orcas, renowned for their adaptability, inhabit oceans globally, from the Arabian Sea to the Arctic and Antarctica. Their distribution disregards temperature, which explains why 4 orcas were found in freezing waters near Starodovsky Village, Russia. Unfortunately, they got stuck in icy waters, causing distress. But rescue workers spotted them and courageously used a small boat to reach the killer whales, even braving icy conditions. The orcas were stranded 50 to 100 meters from the coastline in shallow, stone-filled waters. Prompted by this middle-of-the-night discovery, Russian Emergency Ministry rescuers acted, shifting ice to create swim passages. After hours of effort, 3 orcas, including a calf, were successfully rescued. The 4th orca had to wait until high tide to join the others, trapped in ice.
Ой, сейчас по морде ударит. Ой, сейчас по морде ударит.
Number 4. Beyond their considerable mass, It's pertinent to acknowledge that fully grown orcas could rival the stature of a bus, their dorsal fins extending up to a towering 2 meters. This, however, metamorphoses into a formidable test for the scores of determined rescuers who rally to orchestrate their salvation. In a visual account captured on film, resolute rescuers triumphantly orchestrated the reintegration of an orca into its aquatic realm. In the annals of September 2019, the coastline of La Caleta in Argentina's Buenos Aires province witnessed an event both challenging and poignant. Seven orcas found themselves marooned. Thankfully, the locals' heart and hands united in a collective endeavor to extend aid, even though the colossal dimensions of these oceanic giants posed initial hindrances. As the situation unfurled, the ranks of helpers swelled, incorporating firefighters, civil defenders, the prefecture, and indigenous biologists, all converging with a singular intent: to guide one of these majestic beings back to the oceanic expanse. Yet, the sheer mass of the orca proved impervious to the ensemble's physical might. Undeterred, the rescuers doggedly clung to their mission, navigating through the drenching embrace of the tides as they persisted in their quest to reunite the orca with the waters that birthed it. Number 5. During the sun-soaked days of July 2015, a female orca found herself marooned along the edges of British Columbia's coastline. The tides that had borne her to the shore chose not to reverse their course, leaving her ensnared by her own heft, a substantial 10,000 pounds, making her movements far from fluid. Thus, she remained in her predicament, a captive of circumstance, waiting for the tide's eventual resurgence, a prolonged interlude spanning 8 arduous hours. Providentially, this tribulation was not suffered alone. Benevolent rescuers lined the coast, vigilant and poised to extend a compassionate hand. Their mission was clear: to ensure the stranded orca's skin remained moist, swathing her in fabrics to safeguard her against the jagged rocks that held her captive. As the waters rekindled their advance after this taxing trial of time.
Yes! Oh my God. Oh.
That's all for today's video. Hope you have enjoyed watching it. If you like it, please do subscribe to our channel to never miss an update again.